Quarterback play has been the name of the game in the Mountain West this season. Derek Carr, you saw what he did to Boise State just a few weeks ago, but fortunately for the Broncos and unfortunately for the Aggies, BSU gets to scratch the next one off its list. At the Mountain West Media Days this year, Utah State issued this Chucky Keeton trading card. You see it says Heisman Trophy candidate, and maybe he was until he tore his ACL and MCL in last weekend's game against BYU. Now this card is just a memory of what could have been.
Probably with the injury to the quarterback and all those things, it was unsettling to those guys, but like any good team, they got players, and one guy is not going to sink them.
That one guy had thrown 18 touchdown passes this season, the third most in the country. Now the Aggies will turn to junior Craig Harrison, who completed just 43% of his attempts after Keaton's injury.
I think it's great playing against great competition. That's what you want as an athlete and as a competitor. Again, though, at the end of the day, it's just about scoring more than the other team. So whether that's playing against, Joe Montana or Joe Schmo.
You already know the drill, baby. You already know the drill.
Our guys just have to take care of, our assignments. Whether their quarterback was in there, their first-string quarterback, they're still going to come up with new things we haven't seen. So all this tape we have after 5 games, which is way more than we can run against our defense in practice, they're also going to have a couple new wrinkles. So it's impossible to get you guys completely dialed in.
Utah State head coach Matt Wells was high on running back Joe Hill this summer, but the injury bug has bitten him too. Hill is out with an ACL injury of his own. Senior Joey DiMartino will get the start in the backfield. He's averaging over 6 yards per carry, surprising opponents with his big play ability.
If you haven't covered our program, then I guess they're all going to be surprises except Chucky.
Merlin J. Olsen, Aggies legend, esteemed actor, and friend of Ron Burgundy. Olsen was a stalwart of the Utah State defensive line in the late 50s and early 60s, but it's the defensive front 7 of 2013 that Coach Peterson is worried about.
They're very good. It's the same old thing. Offense always steals the headlines, and they've been doing a great job with their offense and, the role that Chucky Keeton had, but very much overshadowed is their defense. They lead the league in most of those defensive categories.
The Aggies are giving up just over 19 points per game. That's the 26th lowest average in the FBS. Defensive coordinator Todd Orlando has implemented a complicated scheme that utilizes his unit's athletic linebackers to limit opposing offenses.
I think saying they're multiple would be an understatement. Their playbook's pretty thick. Probably the thickest we've seen so far. I think that just shows they have smart players.
We'll be tested, and it'll be a tight game, and we'll see how we handle all the things that we talk about and if we have improved.